Well, it's that time of year again. Bow season is closing in on us. The guys are coming, and we've got to find the perfect spot. These deer in this swamp, they have absolutely destroyed the beans, and we got to find this perfect spot where we can ambush them. And I think it's going to be somewhere right in here. They love crossing this creek. We just need to find that perfect tree on that hot trail. This is my favorite time of the year. I wouldn't trade it for anything. The tracks on these sandbars. These deer love this swamp. This is a perfect location every year. Deer just destroy these trails hidden to these bean fields. Jason and I are going to spend a lot of time in this swamp. You know, I walk these swamps every year, looking for just the right sign, looking for that big buck trap, and I think this is it. I think when those guys get here, this is going to be the spot. It's going to be game on. We're going to get one in here.
Coastal Maryland's weather is unforgiving, and the deer hidden away in the swampland are the smartest and toughest deer on this planet. Jason Bowers and Chris Ward are itching to release a lethal dead ringer broadhead and viscerally tear through one of these swamp ninjas with a clean shot. These bucks have outlived and ultimately outsmarted Chris Ward this previous year.
I'm just deflated.
Chris wants to share a tale of passion, redemption, and is praying to reap the sweet reward of success.
I think it'll be too much further.
Chris Ward is hunting in coastal Maryland.
I just can't get over the diversity of hunting in Maryland. These bucks, there's a 7 and a 10. They've been on here every morning and every evening. It is truly whitetail hunting at its finest. These are some of the smartest deer I have ever hunted. But that's the name of the game. That's what it's all about. It is our first hunt. We're in Maryland with our good friend Danny Calloway.
Actually, I just showed up, man. You see who your real friends are.
He's at home right now.
But he had to stay home and work. So this is Ward's spot?
It was Ward's spot, and he found something better to do than deer hunting.
What's better than deer hunting?
Hey, I don't know. I have to ask Ward that question.
So you gonna let me hunt here since he ain't here?
Oh yeah. Can't let a good spot lay to waste to a man with no ambition.
What can I shoot?
You can shoot anything you want. If it's something Chris Ward would shoot, if it's something Chris Ward wouldn't shoot, you can shoot that too.
Just so you know, I'm going back to my roots and redneck that I am. I'm shooting whatever walks by. If it's got a kicker, a sticker, a split brow, I'm shooting it.
Hey, it sounds like a plan to me. We're gonna have to make good with the south wind this evening. A little iffy for the stand position, so we're probably gonna have to slip in there, put another stand up on the other side of the timber.
What are we waiting on?
Well, waiting on you. Let's get it done.
But hey, I'm here. I'll go shoot his deer.
I said right here in this tree, because you got plenty of cover with this big tree. Southeast is pushing right here. These swamp deer are just crazy smart. We want to make sure we do everything right. I think that's the tree. This is a team effort. It's not just about me killing a deer. It's Danny, Chris, me, Eric, whoever. We just need to get some deer on the ground. It is a team effort. Tell you what, this right here is a killing tree. You can see everywhere. It's going to work perfect for the wind tonight. Get these advanced stands up. Man, I'm telling you what, I absolutely love this new system of advanced. I don't know why somebody didn't come up with this years ago. It is easy as 1, 2, 3. You hang your stem and you hang your platform, and they are as safe and secure when you strap this stem to a tree as any stand I've ever seen in my life. Just got real. Storm getting ready to push through. It's game time. I don't know what to say right now. I usually don't get skittish or much. Danny just sent me that picture a minute ago, and apparently there's a tornado like 15 miles south of us off of the coast. We don't have tornadoes and stuff like that where I come from, but you know, I asked Danny earlier, you think it's gonna rain? No, it's gonna miss us. It's gonna be past us. Done some stupid things in my day, but this one right here may be one of the dumbest.
Go ahead, subscribe to our channel, like it. You're going to get that little notification bell. It's going to go off, let you know when something new hits. Happy hunting this fall. We love everybody. Thank you again.
Jason Bowers is hunting in coastal Maryland. So far, the weather has ruined his first 2 days in the stand.
Man, I'm excited to be back in Maryland. Second year hunting up here with Danny. We got some super high expectations this year. These deer here are like ninjas, but the one thing that we've got that makes us better than them is our scent crusher bag. This thing is amazing. If you don't have time to wash your clothes at home, even plug this up. You've got a cigarette lighter, you can plug it up in your car on the way to the field, completely eliminates all odors. This right here is what makes us smarter and better than the deer. Super hot today. Hopefully that don't affect the deer meat. That's what you get when you hunt 1st of September. But that's just part of it. That's what you gotta put up with. We got dead man wind. Every time we sweat, spray a little more to cover us up. That's a perfect wind. We're gonna slip in this swamp back here on the creek crossing. Danny's got set hunting back here. We sat in a torrential downpour Saturday in this same set. There was a tornado in a water spout about 15 miles south. We thought it would push out and the deer would move.
What really happened is Jason called me yesterday and he goes, me and Eric suck. We can't get anything done without you. So I hopped in the car this morning, drove 7 hours just to get behind the camera to film it. And hopefully, I'll get something done, bring him some good luck. But they sucked it up pretty bad until I got here.
Just don't double clutch record.
I never have.
Don't start tonight. I'm gonna shoot him if he comes in. Right here. Can you see? You call it. Kill him or not. Shit. I can't see him. I can't see him. I can't shoot him.
These deer are bedding back here in the swamp across this creek. We're gonna slip down in the swamp.
Okay.
Back in here. And we'll catch on a creek crossing. I walked this creek this summer looking for a good trail, some big tracks. There's a lot of mature deer in here. It's hard to say what we might see.
All right, my faith is in your hands. Dang, that's a beautiful deer. That double throat badge. Dude, that's beautiful. He comes back in, I'm gonna shoot him. God, I shouldn't have let that deer walk. I just messed up. There is no question about it. That was one of the prettiest capes on a deer that I've ever seen in my life. And he was an absolute tank. He was a beast. I did what I say I will never do. I am not a trophy hunter by no means. And I let horns get in the way of maturity this much. And that deer was 100% 4 years old. And I may regret that for the rest of this season.
Friend Danny Calloway decides to put a stalk on 2 big bucks that have shown up in the distant soybean field.
I can tell you this, after sitting here for 4 days, watching this field, we had 40 some deer out here tonight. 2 big shooters. Danny put a stalk on. I told him, I said, man, it's a perfect wind, northwest wind, hit him in the face. I was like, I think you can get in those beans as tall as they are. And I said, I honestly think you could pull that off. He's been stalking for an hour. He got over there, he got probably, Danny can shoot to 90 yards. It looked to me like he got within somewhere, 60, 70 range, It may have been further, because who knows. But he went all the way across that field with 20-some deer over there. Never got blown. Then another buck comes out of the timber, and the big 8 with velvet marches his butt right back down and forth in that corner. And all I can tell you is I've seen 2 arrows slung, and I don't think he hit anything. It really stinks. I know how hard it is to pull something like that off. We've stalked a few big deer and killed them, and, Danny got over there, man, that was probably the most exciting hunt I've ever sat and filmed, ever.
We are super fired up and we need you to support us, guys. So go over, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And every time we post something, you're gonna get that little bell going off and you're gonna know instantly that you can go over and watch it and catch what's going on.
After several days of hunting in Maryland, Jason Bowers was fighting against the weather. Then, an old mature buck did pass by his stand on the 4th day. However, Jason passes on this buck because of antler size and immediately regrets his decision to pass this buck.
And I may regret that.
And sure enough, Jason doesn't get any other opportunities. Meanwhile, friend Danny Calloway crawls for 60 minutes and stalks a buck from a soybean field. 2 shots later, Danny is disappointed. Now it's Chris Ward's turn to try his luck. After eating a delicious, bountiful crab dinner the night before, Chris is now hoping to finally put a pinch on a big buck here in Maryland.
Well, Hill and Ward are back in the saddle again, and we're in Maryland. He's been filming our buddy Danny. I've been filming Jason. We've had some good encounters, just hadn't got it done. We thought tonight we would switch it up. I'm going tonight to the redemption stand. Last year I came out first week, shot a big 10-pointer, hit him high in the shoulder. A couple months later, Danny ended up getting pictures of it, so hopefully he's in here. I know there's a couple of other bucks coming in. We've not hunted this stand whatsoever all year, so we're gonna go in and give her a shot. Redemption could be mine. I just can't get over the diversity of hunting in Maryland. Danny's been hunting on beans, had a swing and a miss. Jason's been hunting in the thickest, deepest part of the swamp you can imagine and passed a pretty good buck. And tonight, I'm hunting literally behind $1 million homes in urban Maryland. It is truly whitetail hunting at its finest. These are some of the smartest deer I have ever hunted. But that's the name of the game. That's what it's all about. Pulled the card when we came in. These bucks, there's a 7 and a 10. They've been on here every morning and every evening for the last 3 evenings during daylight. It is almost a year ago to the date that I was sitting in this stand, shot a big 10-pointer about 28 yards away.
Last year, Chris Ward struggled through 8 days of hunting in Maryland.
Man, that was so close. That was the big 6. I don't know, that's tough.
Only to realize that the worst was yet to set in on his 9th day. A great-looking 8-point Maryland buck finally made his way in front of Chris's stand. However, Chris shot him high and was devastated at the result.
Why does this have to feel like I've been punched in the face? Do everything right, you're in the right spot, and you make a bad shot.
Without a trace of blood,
Man, there is nothing.
Chris thought the deer had lived. And after 43 days of wondering what happened to that buck, amazingly it shows up again on the trail camera, to which Chris was relieved.
Oh my gosh, dude. You have got to be kidding me. That is the deer that I shot 6 weeks ago in Maryland. That deer right there. He just showed up back in Danny's food plot. That is amazing.
This year, Chris is hoping for another chance at that buck or any mature buck that steps out in front of his advanced stand.
Make sure you subscribe and like the page. On top of that, make sure you click the little notification bell. That way you'll be one of the first ones to know when a new video drops.
Chris Ward is hunting in coastal Maryland, seeking redemption for missing an opportunity to kill a buck the year before in this exact same stand.
It was almost 1 year ago to the date. I shot a big 10-pointer right here behind us, 28 yards. The way this stand's set up is there's a swamp out in front of us. It's just nasty bedding area. Surrounded by soybeans. There's a soybean field 60 yards to the left of us. This is a redemption stand. I have Eric behind the camera. Hopefully I can redeem myself because last year when I shot that 10, I shot him high. Wave goodbye to him. We don't have any mega giants, but we do have a couple of good bucks. Hopefully one of them's gonna come in tonight. I forgot how high this stand was. It feels like we're about 75 foot tall. I was pulling my bow up as I was climbing. So, wind's perfect, everything's right. It's not a giant, but we're 9 miles from the ocean. This is a coastal deer and we're in Maryland. He shouldn't be 100 yards. We're gonna slip down, get out of here, get Danny and Jason, come back, recover this deer as quickly as possible. Love you, man. Coastal Maryland. I'm basically in a millionaire's backyard. Me and Eric climbed down out of the tree and we went and got Jason and Danny, and we wanted to give him a couple hours. We looked at the footage, it's a little back, but he's dead. I think I heard him crash. I thought I heard him crash. We're on some blood. We're just gonna keep following it. It shouldn't be too far. But there's my knot. The smell of success. Super freak, look at that cutting diameter. Rick James Super Freak right there.
Hey, look, there he is. He's tall, look at that.
Well, this is my redemption stand. Almost a year to the day, I was in Maryland with my buddy Danny Calloway. Probably, in my opinion, one of the best deer hunters in the state of Maryland. Just a giant buck killer. Was on this same set and shot a big deer. Hit him high and watched him run out of my life forever. You're in the right spot, you make a bad shot. We knew what we had to hunt on this farm. We had this deer and we had a 10-pointer. They're not gigantic, they're not 150-inch deer, but this is what the land gave us. And I tell you what, I'm tickled with it. This is one of the deer that I targeted. He came in, gave me a 31-yard shot, and I laid it to it. He didn't run 100 yards. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of people, including me, that would be tickled to death with this deer. And I'm tickled with it, and I'm gonna take him home to Virginia, and I'm gonna be proud of him. I acted like I had a hernia. I've been fussing about it for about a week. I really don't. And it worked out.
Oh, they're dragging you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm filming.
And they won't know until they see this.